Would you trust a crane operator to place a 2-ton piece with only a few centimeters of room for error? This is one of those jobs that looks simple from the outside, until you see how precisely everything has to be positioned. Today we're assembling the ready-made concrete elements for the landing and the 2 flights of stairs. And the first part is the landing. This piece weighs more than 2 tons, so there's absolutely no room for rushing. The crane has to move it slowly and smoothly while the crew guides it into exactly the right position. It might look like there's plenty of space from the camera angle, but in reality we're talking about just a few centimeters. Everything has to line up perfectly. Once the landing is in place and secured, we can move on to the first flight of stairs. Again, the element weighs more than 2 tons, and every movement has to be controlled. One small mistake could mean damaging the element, the structure, or worse, putting someone at risk. And that's another thing you don't always see in these videos. There are people working underneath and around the crane, so safety has to come first. Everyone needs to know where the load is moving, where they can safely stand, and when they need to stay completely clear. Then comes the second flight of stairs. Piece by piece, everything starts coming together. From a distance, it may look like the crane is simply dropping everything into place, but there's a lot happening behind the scenes. Communication, precision, patience, and constant attention. When you're moving pieces this heavy with only a few centimeters of tolerance, you simply cannot afford to lose focus. And when the last element finally sits exactly where it should, you can see why this kind of work takes experience and a very calm head. Stay tuned for more videos like this, and follow or subscribe if you want to see how the rest of the project comes together.